Hello everyone, Gia Gwitch. I've been a member of the Irish Club since 1989, and since then the afternoon in Ireland has been a highlight of St. Patrick's Week for me. So I'm very happy to contribute a video to this year's virtual event, and I'm going to do that by answering some questions. What does St. Patrick's Day mean to you, and how do you usually celebrate it? Since I really didn't learn about my Irish heritage until I moved to Anchorage, my celebrations of St. Patrick's Day in the past weren't very original. I mean, I might send a card to special friends and family, and of course wear green, but nothing memorable. Once I joined the Irish Club, however, March 17th was music and dancing and wonderful food, and even a few words of Irish Gaelic that were people were speaking. So I got to learn some of that. What do you eat on St. Patrick's Day? My favorite meal is Guinness Irish stew, a loaf of wheaten bread made with oddlums, wholemeal, extra coarse flour, Kerrygold butter, of course, for the bread. And for dessert, my prize-winning shortbread, or if I have time to make it, a sinfully delicious chocolate Guinness cake. Now you might think that my favorite beverage for all of this, it would be Guinness, but I actually prefer Smithwick's ale, as long as I can get it on tap. When I was in Ireland 2 years ago, I bought a package of that special flour, the extra coarse wholemeal, and I stashed it in my checked baggage because I can't pay the shipping fees if I order it online. So when I saw it on the shelf, I just had to bring it home. How do they celebrate St. Patrick's Day in Ireland? One year for St. Patrick's Day, I was in Armagh City, which is in Northern Ireland, and all of the shops were closed, and I think the pubs had either had to close early or they couldn't open until later in the day. Anyway, I didn't see many of them with patrons. But around noon, oh, and there were masses, of course, in the cathedral all day. But around noon, they had a parade, and the floats were farm wagons and farm equipment. But my favorite part of the parade was the marching band. They were all young people, probably high school age. They were all playing accordions or squeeze boxes. So there weren't any other instruments or not even a drum in the marching parade. The hostess of the B&B where we were staying made this amazing high tea, and there was so much food that, you know, we didn't need any supper that night. How will you celebrate St. Patrick's Day this year? I'll make my Guinness Irish stew and the shortbread, but since I don't have any of my special flour, I will probably make a scone that I have served with the stew before, and I make it with cheese, cheddar cheese, and then chopped fresh chives. And I have so many fabulous virtual concerts. I've learned how to download them, you know, during this pandemic year. And I have so many of them that I'll probably be watching a lot of that from around the world, music and special presentations from all over the globe. Who will you celebrate St. Patrick's Day with this year? Since it's going to be on a Wednesday, I'll have our usual afternoon tea with some friends from my church, but we'll probably be eating and drinking something special. And I'll for sure try to have the last of my my Bewley's tea, which is my favorite tea. I'm still too cautious, so I won't be going anywhere for an in-person gathering this year. Who was St. Patrick? He was a young man, and he was converted to Christianity. He studied in Scotland, but then he came back to Ireland and began his ministry to encourage or invite or welcome the Irish into the new faith. And I think he was successful in bringing the Irish people into the new religion because he understood how to meld the Christian teaching with the old spirituality. And a really good example of that is he used the shamrock with its 3 leaves to illustrate or as a metaphor for the Trinity. And St. Patrick, he, along with St. Columba and St. Bridget, he is one of the patron saints of Ireland. So, happy St. Patrick's Day. Benacta na feia Patrick Ort.